Hey basketball coaches, today I'm going to be talking to you in my basement from my green screen room, which currently does not have an overlay of a nice beach basketball court or the Raptors basketball court. I am coming to you from my basement because, of course, this is where I also work out. The chair that I normally sit in is a bench, and this is all leading up to the point of this video, which is how are you going to have an advantage on other teams when the season comes back around, or maybe when next season comes back around. The biggest advantage you're going to have is going to be if your players play during this break. And I don't mean going out, getting in a group of 10, 20 kids and playing in a big game. No, what I'm talking about is one-on-one training. Training that it's just them and maybe their parent, them and maybe their sibling, but either way, they are still physically isolated away from other players because obviously they don't want to get sick and you don't want their family to get sick. And how you're going to be able to do this is by working out and by having skills training. And I provide that for players in my afternoon videos, and I'm also starting to do this in 1:00 p.m. live streams here in my basement, working out with weights like these, like this. And also, I will be going to the park and doing some skills training live as well. Now, these players can follow along with these workouts. Your players can also follow along with the skills training if they have a basketball net in their driveway, or maybe a park that allows them to play on a net away from everybody else. Then this is going to help them gain an advantage on other teams. And even after the fact, maybe 2 or 3 years down the road, this video is still valid in the point where like strength training and skills training is going to set your team apart from other teams. It's not just about figuring out the best 10 top 5 plays that you can run. I do provide that, and they do help. But if your team is able to shoot better than the other team, if your team is able to play defense better than the other team, if your team is able to dribble the ball better than the other team, then they will have a higher chance of winning. And winning just makes it more fun to play. So, get your players, every single one of them, on a strength training exercise. If they're younger, then body weight exercises. Things like squats are going to help them be able to jump higher and get more rebounds. You're also going to be able to shoot the basketball farther, and also on top of that, you're going to be able to run faster so you can defend your player much better. So, by simple workouts, bodyweight exercises, you're going to be able to help your players become even better, but also more healthier on top of all of that. So, as a coach, and as a trainer, but as a coach, I always like to recommend to my players, what I like to see them do is, at the younger age groups, maybe 2 workouts, physical workouts like squats, lunges, things like that, bodyweight exercises, at least 2 per week. If you're going to do a full upper and lower body workout, twice a week. If you want to go lower body one day, upper body the next, you could do 4 workouts in a week. And either way, it's going to help your players be able to play basketball better and be more healthier. I hope that this video is basically giving you some great ideas on what you can do with your players and what you can suggest to your players. Really quickly, simple things that your players can do, like I was mentioning, is squats. Another thing that's easy is push-ups, planks, lunges, where you take a step ahead and then kneel down and then come back up. Simple things like that are going to help your players jump higher, but also run faster. So, being able to work out and get stronger is going to help your players and your team win more games. I know this is a short video, but these are just some quick thoughts on what you can do as a coach, or what you can implement as a coach with your team to be able to win more games, especially once this coronavirus thing kind of goes away. I also want to hope and I want to ask if everyone out there is doing well right now. I know this could be scary for some players and some coaches. I know that this can be stressful for a lot of people. A lot of people are losing their jobs, and a lot of people like myself are getting less income because obviously can't train any players right now. But also, the YouTube views for this channel are kind of tanking, and same as my football channel. But basically, you just have to go out and do what you're doing and enjoy what you're doing and enjoy life, because if you're not enjoying life, what's the sense, right? So you always have to think on the bright side and really just kind of roll with things sometimes and still communicate to people, still pick up the phone and talk to your friends. They say, and the news says, social isolation, but that doesn't mean go hide away and not talk to anybody. You can still talk to people. You can still get out on a text message and say, yo, how's it going? FaceTime people, and that just makes everything so much better. If you have a gaming console, you can even go and still communicate and have jokes and have fun with your friends, and still be able to go and have fun. You're just not with them. You're just socially with them, but not physically. That's why it should be called physical distancing and not social distancing. Anyways, I hope that this video has helped you. If it has, hit that like button, subscribe. Come check out my live streams at 1 o'clock. I'm down here if it's raining. If it's not raining, then I'm outside. And yeah, let's get healthy, let's get in shape, and let's get ready for the basketball season whenever that basketball season comes back around.